Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who? Be happy. It is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pow. Listen, I took a nap today or this afternoon and I feel so energized. And I know my neighbors are not going to like me tonight because I'm going to make some videos tonight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. What time is it? It's 10, 11. Oh, they're gonna hate me tonight because I am up. I am up, like really up. Okay, okay. So how are you guys doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Pain level is right now. I'm not in pain. Right now, my foot is okay. Um, my tennis elbow is hurting. My shoulders don't hurt right now. Right now, but maybe because I don't know. Did I do drugs? Did I take some drugs before medicine before I went to bed? I don't know. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Okay, so in California, I don't know what's going on in California. It seems like the numbers are kind of stabilizing. I hate to say that because every time I say that, they go up. Now, we do know that there are, the holidays are coming and people are shopping more. Actually, I went shopping today. It might be in another video, I don't know. But anyway, okay, so I went early. Like 11, 10 something. Like 11 o'clock, I was there because I went to Kate Spade and they were having a sale. There was no one in the store. And after I did my little shopping, then I was walking around. I circled back around Kate Spade like 1 hour later. It was packed. I was like, go early. The early bird catches the worm. I was late for another thing and I really missed out on something. But today I was, I have to say, since March, I've been blessed. I have really been abundantly blessed. I have, even though, um, I've been in a lot of pain. I've been in a lot of pain. But although I have been in pain, I still have made an effort. Okay, operative word is effort, phrase, word, whatever. I've made an effort to still feed the unhoused, the homeless. I just want to put that out there because when you get blessings, you you have to bless those that have not been blessed, or I'm not going to say not have been blessed, but are not doing not as well, but are having a hard time. Let's just leave it like that, okay? Because I don't want to say like I'm better than them, and I'm not. That's why I have no problems talking to people. I'll talk to any and everyone. In person I talk too much. I'm a very friendly person once you get to know me. I mean, just don't come to my place, whatever. I don't like a lot of people running in and out. I don't trust a lot of people. You know, I, anyway. But yeah, I have been blessed. It's a blessing just to be alive and well. There's so many, and this is to COVID. There's so many people who have passed away from COVID. Not COVID and cancer. Like, I'm like, what is? There are a lot of people, especially in my community, whose parents are passing away of cancer, lung cancer, skin cancer, breast cancer. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think of what did my best friend. I wonder what my best friend's mom passed away from. It was a cancer, but I'm not exactly sure which cancer. Anyway, okay, so let's go on with the topics in California. California's turbocharges its push for COVID-19 booster shots, which I'm telling you, in January 1st, I'm getting a booster shot. California opens COVID-19 booster shots to all adults. All adults can get a COVID vaccine booster shot. They are really pushing it. COVID-19 cases are spiking in Europe. Ooh, what does that mean? I think, what does that mean for tourism? But I'm not exactly sure. COVID-19 hospitalizations rising in parts of California. New Florida COVID-19 cases 4 times lower than California. CDC data shows. Oh no. You know, I live in California, so that's not good. California COVID-19 case rate now higher than many southern states, twice that of Florida. What happened? Is it the influx? I think it has to be the influx of tourism, because we were shut down, locked down, and we were doing phenomenal. Now, you know what? A lot of people are not wearing masks. Uh huh. But they're not wearing masks in any other parts of the country. That's not hurting them. California prepares for possible winter COVID-19 surge. Oh my God! If they shut down California again, I think that's it. They're just gonna have to just totally shut it down, and we just can't afford it. Literally. I mean, there are so many restaurants and businesses that are closed because, I mean, it's not like we're in the middle of Idaho or um, Wyoming or whatever. It is expensive in the Bay Area. Well, basically anywhere in California, but in the Bay Area, ooh, the rents are outrageous. I was just looking at realtor.com, and houses, regular houses. I'm not talking about sprawling mansions with, up in the hills and oh God, what is that? Evergreen. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the hills. I'm talking about like regular homes, starter homes. I don't think you can get in San Jose with a home under $1 million. Now, maybe you can get a condo for 500 or 700 or whatever, but a home in the ghetto, in the bad part of San Jose, I don't think you can get like a little shack for 800,000, maybe, and that's pushing it. That is pushing it. So, if they have to shut down, and the rents, for grocery stores and, little thrift stores and everything, and people are closing because they're like, we can't afford this and not have any customers. I mean, people are literally, and I'm talking about the Bay Area, we're surviving on a string budget. It's really bad. What does federal OSHA COVID-19 ETS mean for California? That's 4 days ago, 17. California's San Joaquin Valley faces an internal COVID surge. California, once a leader on COVID-19, now has a case rate twice Florida's. What we're reading, California widens booster eligibility. California coronavirus updates. California is readying itself for winter. California rolled out websites and apps to fight COVID-19. Like, the next phase of COVID-19 vaccination begins for California 5 to 11. Yeah, California Goat and Bears football coach, says team follow COVID protocols. Did you guys hear about that? Like, they had to cancel a game or postpone a game this week because a lot of the players caught COVID. Yes. This is really sad. California, this happened in San Francisco. California police officer dies of COVID while on leave for missing COVID vaccination. This is really sad. This was really sad, but let me see if they'll play it.
A San Francisco police officer dies after testing positive for COVID. Jack Nice worked for the SFPD for 17 years. His widow says the 47-year-old tested positive for COVID last week and was rushed to the hospital Saturday, where he died. Police sources tell NBC Bay Area he was among the 41 officers placed on leave for not meeting the city's November 1st vaccination mandate. As of tonight, the San Francisco Human Resources Department says 98% of city employees are now vaccinated. In San Jose, city officials say 95% of employees have now provided proof of vaccination. Of the 354 that have not yet gotten their shots, all but 6 are either on their way to full vaccination status or have religious or medical exemptions.
And if they receive their exemption, they have to be tested at least twice a week and show that they have a negative COVID test to remain on the workforce.
The city of San Jose has sent out notices to the 6 employees without an exemption, letting them know they may lose a week of pay for not getting vaccinated and more extreme consequences are possible. The city of Oakland is requiring employees to report vaccine status by November 15th and be fully vaccinated by the end of the month, unless they applied for an exemption. Employees who don't get the shot may be terminated. As Bay Area cities crack down, there is pushback against mandates in other parts of the country. The Biden administration is responding to an appeals court decision temporarily blocking its vaccine or weekly testing requirement for private companies with 100 or more workers. Florida is just one state challenging that mandate.
No cop, no firefighter, no nurse, nobody should be losing their jobs because of these jabs.
As appeals work their way through the court system, the White House is urging business owners to continue encouraging employees to get the shot. Jean Ellie, NBC Bay Area News.
See, isn't that ironic that he didn't want the shot? I mean, but my God, he got COVID. He caught COVID, and a week later he was dead. Like, wow. So did he have it? He didn't know about it. Then it, went into overdrive and he died. And he didn't want to get the vaccine. It's like, whoa. I would like to know what's the ratio of people who have gotten the vaccine and then gotten COVID and still lived. Or no, who passed away. That's what I would like to know. That's definitely what I would like to know. But isn't that just, it's sad and ironic at the same time. You don't want to get the COVID vaccine and then you catch it and you die. And I don't know what religion would have you not get a vaccine to keep your life alive. I don't know. Okay, so in California, these may be totals for tomorrow, Sunday. But anyway, in California has 5 million cases, flat. 5 million cases of COVID. In the past 24 hours, 3,056 people have contracted it. That is down, but it is the weekend, okay? You guys better have your vitamin C. Isn't it vitamin C and zinc? I don't know. In the past 24 hours. No. In California has 73,261 cases. Death cases. I'm sorry. My thought process is kind of off right now. 73,261 people have died of COVID in California. Since it started. In the past 24 hours, 69 people have passed away. That's kind of high. Because, like some days it's like 13, 10, 20, 69, that's going up. Now, as far as the United States, I don't have the information for the past 24 hours. But as far as the United States, 47 million people have contracted the virus. That's a lot. That's a lot because, yeah. And as far as deaths, 762,000 people have passed away from COVID. 762. And we're in November. 762. 762,000 people have passed away of COVID in the United States. Since what? 2020, March 2020. 760, what was it, 62? It looks like it's going down, but I don't think so. I don't think it should be flat by now. Literally 762,000. Okay, let's go to Texas. Let's go to Texas. You know what I find weird is I think I'm not monetized, so it doesn't. But like if you mention certain words that they won't monetize you, why not? I mean, if it's or they won't monetize the video. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know anything about monetization. I just give information. Okay, so in Texas has 4.2 million cases. In the past 24 hours, 3,224 people have contracted it. Now, as far as deaths in Texas, excuse me, I just was eating grapefruit. My grandmother used to always eat grapefruit. As far as deaths, they have 73,082 people who have passed away. Now, in the past 24 hours, 270 people have passed away. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's kind of high. That for Texas, that's high. COVID updates. Colorado approves booster shots for all adults. Okay, good. Unvaccinated Texans make up vast majority of COVID-19 cases and deaths this year. New state data shows unvaccinated 20 times more likely to die from COVID-19. Oh wow. Texas kids ages 5 through 11 get COVID-19 shots after CDC emergency authorization. Did you hear? I don't know where it was, but somewhere, someone they mixed up the vaccinations for kids. I don't know. I think they gave them adult vaccination. Don't quote me on that, but that's really scary. It's like, come on, y'all. What? How do y'all screw that up? How does that get screwed up? Okay, so here's the chart for Texas. Wow, it's coming clear. And it says it's going down. Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. But you know what? If that's what they want us to believe. Okay, let's go to Florida, because in Florida. Now, they're comparing California to Florida, saying that California has 4 times more cases than Florida, but California's 4 times bigger than Florida. Okay. Florida reports unprecedented 1.1 million new COVID-19 vaccinations. Well, that's good. Florida orders less COVID vaccines for kids than Utah and Texas. Do they have less kids? I don't understand that. California, with strict mandates, has more COVID cases than Florida, Texas. Here's why. Because it's more people. We have more people. Does that make sense? That's my explanation. That's not what was in here. Florida reports 363 COVID deaths, over 10,000 cases this week. Florida orders thousands fewer kids COVID-19 vaccinations than other states. Florida lawmakers strip vaccine mandate from bill to provide payouts to first responders. Florida ordered 90,000 child vaccine doses. Texas ordered 1 million. Whoa. Okay, so wait a minute. Florida ordered, Florida has more than 90,000 kids from 5 to 11. And then, what about the undocumented kids? That's so sad. Why Florida has a low COVID case rate? Because they don't report the real numbers. Allegedly. The country needs a dose of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to battle COVID-19. Why do we need him? He's like blocking all the mandates, even though they have a low case count, but they don't report a lot of it. Okay, Florida Sheriff says department lost 9 employees. Okay, that was a couple days ago. All right, so COVID, they have 3.67 million cases. Now, I think there's how many people in Florida? Is it 10 million population in Florida? Let's see. I think it's 10 million. Okay, population of Florida. Oh, okay, so they have 21 million. All right, so 3 million of 21 is a lot more than 5 million of 40. 3 million of 21 million is a lot more percentage. It's a higher percentage than 5 million of 40. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So actually, California is doing better than Florida, allegedly, but whatever. Okay, so Florida has 3.6 million cases in the past 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, 3,674 new cases. So how is it that California has 3 times more cases than Florida? That doesn't make sense. In actuality, if you proportionately per capita, California is doing better than Florida because California has twice as many people as Florida. So if California has 3,000 cases, that's 3,000 divided by 40 million. Florida has 3,000 divided by 20 million. That's twice as the amount. So no, Florida is not doing better than California, but okay, whatever. Now, as far as deaths, Florida has 60,698 deaths. So 61,000, let's just say 61,000 divided by 21 million. I mean, 21 million divided by 60,000 compared to 40 million divided by 72 or 73,000. Help me make that doesn't know. Florida is not doing better than California. Now, as far as deaths, they've had 279 deaths in the past 24 hours. Help me understand, how is Florida doing better as far as the COVID rates than California? Actually, they're doing worse because their rates are twice as much, considering that it's less populated, like half by half, than California. Okay, whatever. The media will have you thinking anything. See, that's why you have to read. That's why you have to read and do your own research, okay? And do your own numbers. Okay, so here's New York City. Okay, let's look at the top stories. COVID-19 rebound hits U.S. Northeast, including rural New York. Oh, my niece is in New York right now. She has a beautiful picture. She's so beautiful. I have such beautiful nieces. I really do. COVID-19 New York doctor admits to using $3 million in fraudulently obtained loans to purchase luxury what? Luxury items. It must be nice. $3 million. How did he do? Was that through the PPP loan? Portugal bars companies from contacting employees off hours and requires other protections. Okay, what does that have to do with COVID? I don't know. New York PD seeking 3 times as many COVID vaccine exemptions as any other New York agency. Why? As many people as they deal with, I would run to go and get a vaccine. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. I mean, they did see the story that I did, or not that I did, but that happened in San Francisco, where the police officer, he didn't want to get the vaccine and he died within a week. New York opens mass vaccination sites for kids under 12. 10 New York mass COVID vaccination sites open to children 5 to 11. COVID updates. WHO says global booster shots outpace vaccinations in poorer nations. Okay, let me read that again. COVID updates. WHO, which is an organization, W.H.O. says global booster shots outpace vaccinations in poor nations. So people are running to get the booster faster than they did the vaccination. I think that's what it says. Help me out if you comprehended something different. Please put it in the comments. And you guys, you can comment. Hi Gina. Hi my eagle wolf. Rosa. Hi Rosa. No, Rosa doesn't. A lot of people just look and they don't comment. That's okay. That's okay. If you guys want to get a shout out, just let me know. City reports surge in New York City. Firefighters meeting the COVID-19 vaccine mandate and returning to work. New York City slashing COVID-19 vaccine supply for pediatricians. Interesting. All right. All right. So, in New York City, because we do New York City first and then we do New York State. In New York City has 1.13 million cases. As far as deaths, New York City, not New York State, has 34,679 deaths. Now, as far as New York State has 2.62 million cases. In the past 24 hours, 1,247 new cases. Okay. Now, as far as deaths, New York State has 56,439, which is still really good compared to California that we have 73,000. 14 people have passed away in New York from COVID in the past 24 hours. That's really good. Like, that's really good. I'm still chicken. I travel. I used to travel a lot, and everyone's like, hey, whoop, 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 make a deposit on this, make a deposit on that. I'm just, I might have to get surgery on my shoulder and on my ankle. I know definitely on my shoulder I'm going to have to get surgery. I'm not exactly sure when. I would hate to go somewhere, travel to some far distant place, catch COVID, get real sick, and then won't be able to do my surgery. I can't chance that. I can't. Honestly, I cannot chance that. So I have to be safe. This girl, she invited me to, a holiday party, and I was just like, ooh, I gotta see. I have to see, because I'm still like, ooh. Like I do go outside. I don't, not go out and party or whatever, but I do go outside, but I have wipes in my car. I wipe down my doors. I wipe down on my stove. Like, I wipe down everything. I do. I don't like sitting on public places. I don't. I'll bring you guys know, I'll bring a plastic bag. But I was doing this before COVID. Even on my toilet, I wipe down and I spray the handle. I just, I don't wear shoes in my house. You cannot wear outside shoes in my house. Nope. No. You cannot wear outside shoes in my house. It only goes past. You cannot wear shoes past on my front door. There's 2 towels and there's a whole bunch of shoes. That's where those shoes stay. They don't go anywhere else. No. Yeah, no. But I don't know how do people prevent it. Like, I had to go get my car fixed or whatever, and the girl, she was sick. I said, woo. I said, ugh. She was like, yeah, I'm really sick. But people get the flu. The flu is going around. This is flu season. I mean, winter is upon us, even though it was absolutely gorgeous. When I tell you, it was beautiful here in Silicon Valley today. November, what is it, the 13th? November 13th, 2021 was, it was gorgeous. It started off really foggy. Like, it was like a Thule fog. My son, he went to work earlier today. And, I looked up, because I keep my blinds open, but I looked up and it was like white. This was like fog that I remember in San Francisco. Like I woke up to that for 18 years straight. So I'm used to it. But he was like, I was like, how was it working? He was like, it was really foggy. Not Thule fog. Am I pronouncing it right? Thule fog that's that dense fog that you can't really see in front of you. When you go down to the Central Valley, when you travel down there, like Fresno, and there's a stretch in Fresno and on the coast, where you take the 101. Because I was telling my son when we were younger, when we were, when I had this old Toyota Corolla, I think it was 1972, and I drove it from here to LA and back, and man, I wonder where that car is. That was a true classic. Now I used to dream about the car. Anyway, I was telling my son he was a baby, and I drove it down there, and I was just looking because I was so scared, and I was like, Lord, I prayed so hard that day because I didn't want us to get into a wreck. My son, he was a baby, he was in back, and I was just like, oh, that was like one of the scariest trips because I'm an excellent driver, but oh, I was so scared. And then we had to, like, I would drive to Vegas all the time, like in the early 2000s. Oh my God, I love Vegas. Before I moved there, I would drive to Vegas like at least 2 or 3 times a year. Vegas and Palm Springs, and that Thule fog was so horrible. But anyway, back to, so we are in winter, and in winter and fall, or fall and winter, we're in fall. So people get sick. I mean, everyone's like, oh, COVID, but no, there's colds and there's the flu. So, I don't know if people are getting colds, flus, and then getting COVID. I'm not exactly sure. But that's why you have to, I make a serious chicken soup with the chicken bone for the bone marrow, uh, vegetables. Like fall and winter, those are not good months to, load up on junk food. Like I have a plethora of fresh vegetables. I brought some bananas, and I usually buy, the bananas on sale with the little brown marks, and I make banana shake. I need to go on a liquid diet. That's what I need to do. But because I cook a lot. I cook for me and my son and I, and then I cook for homeless. So I'm constantly cooking. But people need nutrition. You have to eat well. The other day, I think I had like 20, no, maybe 10, maybe 15 oranges. I just got on an orange kick. Not orange juice, just, oranges, slicing them up and just eating them. You guys, we have to remain healthy. I don't understand how people, they're just congregating inside without any masks. No, they have not lifted the mandate. Yes, you may be vaccinated, but people are still getting COVID. And God forbid people who are not vaccinated, who, are not wearing the mask, whatever, it is what it is. But that officer, he's a prime example of you need to get vaccinated. I understand, religious reasons and everything, but we have got to get vaccinated. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, wait. Did you guys remember how when you guys the football player, the white guy, I can't remember his name, but he's not vaccinated, and he lied. So because I was telling, remember I did a video about Kyrie Irving, and I was like, oh, how dare him, or whatever, he's missing out on 194 million, but yet this white guy, can't remember his name, the Green Bay Packers, is that who he? But anyway, he is not vaccinated, and he lied. So where's the big uproar about him? I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.